Welcome to Gingerlocks Episode 2, Gingerspyce's Warlock Lives. I am now level 8. For this video, I'm going to be doing Valak's Mausoleum, also known as Dead Girl's Spellbook. And something happened between my last video when I was level 5 and this video now that I'm level 8, and that is I have fallen in love with Warlock. I just think it's awesome. I've been doing the burst, and I'm just wrecking it with it. And it just reminds me of the days when you used to be able to cast Wail the Banshee every 3 seconds. You know, I used to play the Suicide Caster and just jump in there and kite a bunch of mobs together and just blow them up with Wail the Banshee. Well, it just has that same kind of feel with the Warlock Burst. So it's been tons of fun. And let's see, last video I didn't really go over my gearing or my enhancements too much. That's because I'm still learning, but I just wanted to show you some of the choices that I've made. Now, I do want to remind you that I am still learning Warlock, so this isn't any kind of advice, just going over the choices I've made. So I want to show you my gear real quick. I just have some resistance goggles, no big deal there. I'm using Swamp Scale Armor. I am proficient in medium armor, and that's part of my enhancement line. And so I've got pretty good PRR, 94 PRR. Got it slotted up with the Master's Gift and Sapphire Defense 6. And I also use this armor on my Druid too, because as you can see, it's made out of leather. This comes out of the Cult of 6 chain and reward. Got the Braces of Wind. That's just there because it's giving me permanent blur. I know that Warlocks can cast the blur spell, but I just put that there because I like the permanent blurry. Warlocks don't get a ton of spells. Plus, when I get the higher tier versions of Braces of Wind, it will have some dodge on there as well. Got a Ring of Greater False Life, Boots of Melee Alacrity 10% and Feather Falling, Strength plus 4 on the gloves. Got Kinetic Lore, 14% critical chance on the ring, Con 4 belt, Charisma 4 cloak, and the Blasting Chime picked up. This is nice. I did choose the Fey Pact. That pact damage is sonic. This is a beautiful item if you've chosen the Fey Pact. It has Resonance 54, Sonic Lore 3. This is the level 7 version. I did not upgrade it to tier 3, so I wasn't able to put the Shard of Masterful Craftsmanship on there to reduce the minimum level by 2. I just don't want to invest that kind of resources. But don't forget that whatever pact you choose, you get the 3 packs. You know, they do sonic, fire, and acid damage. There is a Caneth challenge item for each one of those types of damage. So you get the rock boots, which have acid damage and lore, and then you've got the cloak of flames, which has fire damage and lore, and then the blasting chime here for sonic. So don't forget about those items. Sometimes we forget about those items if we don't use them a lot. Evocation Focus 2 on the necklace. That helps the DCs for the bursts, for the Eldritch Blast. And Heavy Fort on the helmet. At the Wharf-Rat's plank, large shield. This does give me 15% spell failure, and I don't really cast a lot of the regular spells. And the Warlock innate stuff isn't subject to arcane spell failure. Now I did read that I guess the regular Eldritch Blast should, but I guess is not right now. So not really sure where that's going to go. In any event, I don't cast a lot of the regular spells, so 15% arcane spell failure when I cast Jump or Charm Person, not a problem. I just recently picked up this Flame Touch Iron Sickle with a red slot. I just put +3 in acid on there, and in the red slot I have Impulse 54. And then the Wharf-Rat's plank I have it slotted up with Radiance 54. The Charisma 3 is just there from before. I didn't have anything better to put in there. So the enhancements real quick here. Again, I'm Enlightened Spirit, and so this is a tree that has a lot of defensive properties to it. Lots of PRR, lots of MRR, and so pretty much all this stuff is. This is +6 PRR. This is bonus to AC and hit points. This is bonus to PRR. This is bonus to MRR. This is bonus to damage, to Eldritch Burst damage, or Eldritch Blast damage. And then this is spell power here. And here we got, this says that that's called Brilliance, and your aura provides you and all nearby allies with a determination bonus to temporary hit points equal to your Constitution score. If you're level 20 or higher, I guess it's doubled. This has been pretty cool. This basically takes care of maintenance healing, because every time it ticks, it's re-upping those temporary hit points. So every 4 or 5 seconds, I think it's 4 seconds now, yeah, the aura is going off. You can see it spreading out around me, and that refills me with 26 temporary hit points every time. So if I'm not taking more than 26 hit points of damage every 4 seconds, I'm never essentially taking permanent damage. Very, very cool. And here is the medium armor proficiency. Nothing else in any of the other trees. Quick look at the numbers. You can see again, high PRR, MRR, high armor class. Alright, let's do this. This is a time quest, so that's why I didn't step in right away. It also has lots of traps, so let's see if my PRR can let me survive through these traps. Picked up haste as a spell. So one of the things I learned between the last video and now is that Maximize and Empower do affect the burst. They don't affect the Eldritch Blast, the ranged version of the but the burst itself, that can be maximized and empowered. So if you look at the burst description, or blast, I keep getting the terminology mixed up. Still new to this. It says right there at the bottom, if you look at the bottom right, it says this is not affected by Metamagic feats. But if you look here at the here's the burst. It doesn't say that in that description. So working as intended, I assume so, since that's not there. Since that that disclaimer there that Metamagics don't work on it is not there. I can't wait to get to, I think it's a level 12 that I need to get tier 5, and there's another burst that does even more damage, and it looks like it'll be on separate cooldowns, so that should be loads of fun to have 2 different bursts. Should be pretty ridiculous. It already seems ridiculous, but it's just gonna be off the chain. I wasn't originally intending on going past 20. I was gonna hit 20 and then, you know, go right into Warlock life number 2, but yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm really digging it, and I want to see how it performs in Epic, so I may take this first Warlock life into Epic levels. And I like it so much that I think after I knock out my 3 lives on Ginger, that I think I'm going to TR my Sork Voodoo into an Enlightened Spirit tank. Here, just looking for another lever. Oop, did I miss one? The one on the left. Thought I got that one. Got that. losing my mind here. There we go. Big traps. No sweat. Shrine. Don't need that as a warlock. I was just grouping last night, the guilding, and I was like, yeah, I haven't shrined all life. And it seems really weird as a spellcaster. Obviously, warlocks are not traditional spellcasters, but it's just weird playing a spellcaster and never having to shrine. But also, I always play spellcaster, so I'm very accustomed to needing to shrine often. Last night I started working on the trailer for this series. Found some music that I liked. Some independent stuff. And I started putting clips together. It'll be fun to put that together. It's actually, I got a working version now, but I want to add some more clips to it. Posting that in about a week or so. Might have this tuned to level 20 by then. I didn't pick up Quicken, which I'd like to have, but don't think I'm going to be able to fit it in with the things that I want to do. is just blast, 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 and aura, aura, aura all the time. I wonder if it'll get old like Shirati Caster. That's why I don't use my Sork anymore. She was a Sword Chanter back when the level cap was 20 and could effectively crowd control epics, but when the level cap was raised, the Sword Chanter build was not a viable build anymore, and just basically shelved her. And then when the Shirati Caster build came out, I changed her to that, and that was a lot of fun. But that lasted like a couple months, and I just got bored of chucking magic missiles all the time. So I'm wondering if this is gonna have the same kind of effect. Like this is gonna be tons of fun for a couple months, and then just get bored of doing the same things. And that is Valak's Mausoleum. Thanks for watching. Do you have any questions about my videos? You can respond on YouTube. If you happen to be on Sarlona, you are welcome to send me a tell.